Here he comes, Jack Nicklaus.
I present to you Jack Nicklaus.
No, ay, perdón. Aquí voy a sentarme.
I think it's already.
Sí. Mi amigo, cha. Ay. Ay.
What is it? It's a rare salmon or silver or tuna? The tuna is what? Oh, but it's your better meat. That's fine.
Oh, sí, claro. A eso vinimos.
We'll have just a little nibble, sure. Okay. This water's fine. That was mine? I don't think so. No, it's mine. Oh, it's yours, okay.
Gracias por venir a acompañarnos. Le damos la bienvenida al señor Jack Nicklaus a Tecate, Baja California.
Welcome, Jack.
That's all right? Okay. Well, today you are now sitting here just to the right side of the first green.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And we went out and looked at it. I don't know how many of you have seen the picture of the routing of this on the golf course. Not
We
many
have.
of you seen it? Well, that's good because it bears no resemblance to that picture. We changed it all around. I think that what was there fought the property quite a bit, and so we adjusted it just to help you out a little bit. Today we played out from over the where we got sort of the clubhouse area, which is up here behind you. We're going to play out of that, across out it over to here, back down into here as your first hole. And then a par 3 we're going to put behind us back here and tuck it down into the trees down here somewhere. And then we'll come out of the trees and we'll start working our golf course back up through the valley and coming back down. And we come back into the clubhouse here at the 9th hole. And then we come out and we go back in the other side of the property. We actually have 3 3s and 3 5s on the other side. So it's going to be, golf course will have 5 par 3s and 5 par 5s. And I think it fits in here very nice. You've got a beautiful piece of property. You've got some great trees. I don't think we'll disturb one of these. And that's sort of our goal. And you'll have a fair amount of water on it. That we need to freshen up the property a little bit. And I think you're going to end up with a very, very nice golf course. It'll be fun to do.
¿Necesitan a alguien que le traduzcamos lo que acaba de decir? No, ¿verdad? Puro aquí.
Everybody understands.
I do. I need translation. Okay?
Most of them are golfers.
Okay. I hope you're golfers.
Yes, they are.
You know, I played golf yesterday in Denver. It's the first time I've hit a golf ball since May. Yeah, and I can't say it was pretty, but it wasn't terribly ugly. Oh, I played with Keith Snyder. He was a general manager at Castle Pines, and then 2 friends of mine who actually bought a charity 2 rounds at Castle Pines. So anyway, so you say you're golfers. I'm not a golfer anymore, so that's okay. Where's Victor? Victor, been a long time. You were young last time I saw you. So was I.
He's one of the guys that helped promote the property.
Oh, okay, great. Well, it's a nice property, you know. When I flew in, I was flying up, and I was looking at this beautiful valley with all those beautiful oak trees, and I said, boy, that's going to be a great place for the golf course. He said, no, it's that one over there. But this is a beautiful valley also, and it's got more interest to it than the other one would. So I think we're going to do just fine. Does anybody have anything, questions you want to talk about or ask me? More than happy to talk about anything you want to talk about.
Oh, hi. We would like to know, when do you think this could be started? When this project we can actually...
Well, that would not be my call.
That's a call for Sal.
Well, I think the Banchetti should be their call.
Yeah, both the Banchettis and ourselves, we have a team effort here, and we're hoping we can go full blast in the next 60 to 90 days.
60 to 90 days.
Because it's going to take a lot of engineering and master planning. After Mr. Nicklaus' visit, we're going to lay out all the lots and the roads and try to minimize the damage to the vegetation, and then we'll come up with a product, and the next, probably the next year and a half or so, we'll be working towards getting it done.
Wow. Great. We're excited. Looking forward.
If you start, just to give you an answer to that in a different way, this is now August. If we start the golf course in, let's just say October, we could well have the golf course done in a year from that.
Yes.
And then you'd be in play the next spring.
Wow. Great.
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you.
This was the first golf course you designed in Mexico, and how many you have now?
Probably don't know the answer to either one of those. Probably Palmilla. I think probably first course.
Yeah, for me, we had the grand opening November 12, 1992. And we're just under 30 courses now open for play in Mexico.
So we got 30?
Yeah, between finished and under construction and under contract.
Great memory.
And out of those, we have about 25 on the top 30 in Mexico.
What happened to those other 5?
I think you took the weekend off.
No, I don't know. Somebody else got too involved. How's that?
Well, most of them are 110 years old. That's the ones I hit them.
The ones that I did? Getting close to that. Anyway, so to answer your question, I think Palmilla.
Then we went to Cabo del Sol and then El Dorado.
But was that my first in Mexico? I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Was it? Was it? You think?
Yeah, it was.
Was it? Okay.
I remember when we were under construction, Jack remember the land strip where he used to land his plane when you used to go
Palmilla.
Palmilla. He used to go fishing to Palmilla and then he would go on a golf course over the runway.
We flew 1963 and 4. I flew down there. I flew the airplane into Palmilla, which had a runway. So I think it's now maybe the 6th fairway or something. And I came back 1986, I think it was. And I think 86? No. Yeah, 86. I think so.
We started running. We did
sure.
open in November 12th of 92.
Yeah, but we just started talking about it about that time. And I could have flown back into the same runway. And it hadn't changed. I was sort of all my friends would say I'm the guy who ruined Cabo. I mean, you used to be able to go to Cabo with a t-shirt, swimming trunks, and a pair of sandals, and $20 in your pocket, and stay for a week. Now you can't get out of the airport.
Well, before Jack went over there, it was Cabo San Lucas, and now it's nicknamed Carlos and Nicklaus.
And to a lot of people, that's not a good thing. But from a golf standpoint, we took all of Cabo and changed it from being a purely fishing and swimming to adding golf. And golfers do spend money, and that it changed the whole landscape and social behavior of Cabo.
Yes.
Anybody else got anything you want to talk about?
I think Carlos had a question, didn't you, Carlos?
Senator. Thank you for coming.
Charlie?
Thank you for, I've been there in Ohio last time. Thank you for everything.
Well, it was good to see you in Ohio, and now we're good to see you here.
Appreciate that.
So,
You have a question about water? Yes. The water, we're going to build an aqueduct. Once we get all the permitting done, we're going to take all the water from the treatment plant in Tecate and run it up 23 kilometers to bring it here. Because we do not want to use potable water to irrigate the golf course.
That's great.
It's expensive and it's doable, but I don't think it's the proper thing to do. And days now there's so many villages without drinking water. We want to reuse that water that is now going to the Tijuana River. So
Great.
we want to bring it in and use it. And we're going to run it through 12 kilometers of creeks and oxygenize the water and recycle it.
That's awesome.
We do have enough well water for that. To be determined. As little as possible and as few as possible.
how long will the golf course be? Not sure. We haven't figured it out yet. We totally changed the routing. The routing that was on the original plan was about 7,350 yards from a yardage standpoint. From a metric standpoint, that's 6,400 meters. 65 maybe, 65 I guess, 65 and a half. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to end up. When you do 5 par 5s and 5 par 3s, you lose a little bit of scorecard yardage. But I think on this piece of property it fits better that way. And I think par 3s and par 5s are more fun to play anyway. So I've done a lot of golf courses with 5 3s and 5 5s, and for the most part, I think they've been very, very well accepted. We may not end up with that here, but that's what it looks like on paper right now. Probably, but it'll certainly be, probably 7,200 yards plus from the back. Not for the members.
Any more questions before we eat?
Congratulate you on your opening of the Golden Bear Grill.
Thank you.
Yes, when will you have one in San Diego?
Well, whenever we first of all, we're talking about a restaurant that we just opened in the Fort Lauderdale airport in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we did one in Terminal 3, which is a JetBlue terminal. And it's a very nice restaurant. Good quality food, mostly my wife's recipes. And we opened, that's our first one. We just opened it up about a month ago. And we had our grand opening last week. And we have our second one going in Charleston, South Carolina, which will open up in 2 or 3 weeks. And I think that what we will do is probably, these are all airport restaurants. And I think that we will do a bidding for restaurants in quite a few airports around the country. San Diego may be one of them. San Diego, LAX, Chicago, New York, Washington, Philadelphia. I know that we'll do Atlanta. We'll do all those airports, and we'll take a bid. Whether we get them all or not, that's a question. But if we are successful, and right now our first month was 40% over projections, and we were very happy with that. The people like it very much. It's seats about 100 people, and it's you have lounge chairs to sit and have nice drinks. You have television. Then you got a bunch of screens that scroll by career and pictures and so forth. It's a Nicklaus themed restaurant. It's called Jack Nicklaus Golden Bear Grill. Maybe we put one in Tecate.
If I may, I have my two kids. I want to present Mr. Nicklaus a present from them for him and Barbara.
Oh, padre esa niña. No puedo salir.
What do we got here? From the region, huh? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I can put this right back here. Thank you. Very nice.
Mind your way.
Well, thank you.
Now you can open the bottle.
I'm sorry?
Now you can open the bottle.
You can open the bottle if you want. Not a problem.
Any more questions before we give Mr. Nicklaus some food?
Sure, there's some back here.
Can you talk about a little bit about your wine, Jack Nicklaus wine? We tasted some in Ohio with Scott. Can you talk about the process and when did you get it? Who can purchase it?
Well, we researched the wine business for a long time and thought that it was appropriate to have wine from our brand standpoint. And so we talked to quite a few people. I finally talked to I called a friend of mine whose name is Bill Torlato, and he is a member at the Bears Club, but his family owns about 11% of the premium vineyards in Napa. They put out their main vineyards are Chimney Rock, Rutherford Hills, Sanford, and they produce a lot of very, very good wines. Anyway, I called him. We must have talked for an hour or so, and he tried to talk me out of being in the wine business. And I said, that's fine. Then I told him what I wanted to do, and then he spent the next hour talking himself back into it. And so they've handled the wine for us. We started out, and I went out with my boys, and we tested wine the first day at Rutherford Hill, and we must have tested 50 different blends. And then we picked about 4 of those. And then we went to Chimney Rock the next day and picked about 4 out of that. And then we took the ones and blended those together, put what we came up, and we came up with a Cabernet that we liked and a private reserve that we liked. And that's what we put out. And we've been out about 4 years now. And then about a year later, we brought out a white wine, which is a Sauvignon Blanc base wine. It was also very similar to Chimney Rock's wine called Elevage, which has been a very highly accepted wine. We then went, and those wines were priced. You'd find them in a restaurant for maybe from the whites were probably $70, $80 in a restaurant. The reds are maybe $100, $110. In a store, probably $35 to $45, but you could buy them in a lot of retail stores, grocery stores, and wine stores. Then we came out about a year and a half ago. We thought we established ourselves reasonably well with other wines, and then we came out with what we thought was a less priced wine, a little bit more popular price, more in about $12 to $15 a bottle. We figured that under $20 is sort of the sweet spot for most people for wines. We came out with a Cabernet and a Chardonnay, and they have been very, very well accepted. Where are they in stores? I can't answer that. I really don't know. I'm sure if you wanted to look it up, you could look on our website and find it. And you could also look on the Terlato, TERLATO website and find it there. And they give you the locations.
Another location is uncork.com. Has all our wines, and you can get them now shipped to most any state. Yes. He has to pay twice as much.
Coming back to golf, can you share some numbers, what the investment looks like for this golf course?
That would be again Sal.
Yeah, we're looking at the initial phase 15 million, and the maximum in last phase it'll be 80 million. And we're gonna try to minimize the memberships available, and the development is we're trying to do as low density as we can. The prices will, most of you guys will determine the price. We're in a market where you call the shots.
Great answer.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nicklaus, welcome to Baja. My name is Carlos Mora. I'm working in the governor's office. I used to be vice president of Maya Resorts. And we always said an advertising, Maya Resorts.
Mayan Paddle.
And we always say it for advertising that your favorite golf course in the whole world is the one in Peñasco. Is that true?
What about that golf course?
It's one of your favorites.
They're all my favorites.
People always ask me, what is my favorite golf course that I've done? And I never answer the question because I have 5 children. The people ask me, who's your favorite child? I don't have an answer for that, and I don't have an answer for who's my favorite golf course because they're all my children.
Yeah, great answer.
I like every one of them. Yep. Anybody else? Yes.
How are you designing the golf course? Is it a regular golf course or a link course or a combination?
It'll look like the property that's here.
Oh, okay.
In other words, I do not like to change the character of the property. Certainly won't be a links golf course. Links golf courses should be by the ocean. That's the only place they should be. I have done golf courses that look a little linksy that aren't on the ocean, but they're usually on a water body of some kind. This is not on a water body of some kind. The main features of this golf course are the oak trees and the rock outcroppings that you have. We want to maximize and feature those the best we can. You have a little bit of altitude, and so you have a little bit of coolish weather. So we want to make sure that the grasses that we choose for the golf course will be suitable for this climate. That's more an agronomist's decision than mine. More than likely, though, it will be Bermuda grasses, will probably be overseeded in the wintertime. And we haven't made up mind whether we would use bent or use Bermuda on the greens. So I'm hoping that we can use Bermuda on the greens. I think that would be a nicer feature for the property here. I think your weather is cool enough that you can handle that. Whether the quality of the water is a question whether you can handle that or not. So we need to find that out. But the golf course we hope that will be user friendly. I don't think you're planning on having a national open of any kind here soon, and so my feeling is that people say sometimes I do a lot of championship golf courses. Well, I do a lot of them, but I also do a lot of golf courses for people like yourself who want to play and enjoy the game. And I think that I've done far more of those than I have a championship. I think any golf course and any memberships likes to have pride in their golf course. So from the back tees, we'll have a golf course that'll be challenging. People will say, "Gee, that's a challenging, fun golf course." But I want to make sure that all levels of golfer have the ability to play it and have fun with it. That's my goal.
Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else? Okay. Lisa.
Scott, would you like to say some words to our folks?
Jack doesn't want me to.
First of all, thank you for allowing us to be here today. This is spectacular. One thing that comes to mind today is Jack Nicklaus started his business as a family business. He's a family man, family first. He has 5 children and 22 grandchildren. We had the fortunate pleasure of hosting the Benchetti family in Ohio for the Memorial Tournament and many of their friends. And I got to hear their story, and I think it's tremendous that they are putting themselves in a position to further their father's legacy. This is something that decades ago their father and Sal Rodriguez talked about, and I think it's wonderful that this family is furthering that legacy and bringing this to reality. And I think it's obvious from being here today and you being here that their family extends a lot farther and that you're members of their extended family. And we thank you for welcoming us here today to Tecate, to Tijuana, and to Mexico. Thank you so much.
Thanks once again to all of you for joining us on behalf of Rancho Banquete. So enjoy your stay, enjoy the afternoon, enjoy nature, because this is life. Enjoy life, and thanks a lot.